Hi everyone, welcome on in. How you doing today? Ow. I can't believe you'd do this. You'd throw a brick at me. Hi Anna, hi Luetta, hi Copy. Hi Slasher. Hi Moth. Hi Gato? Is that what you're called? Cool art by the way. I just snooped your blue sky. Hi LZ. Let's see. Who else? Who else? Ah! Hi, Xenos. Thank you for the lurk. Hi, Amelia. Also, thank you for the tea sip. And welcome everyone else who may be lurking. Hi, Ed. Who's cute? Why'd you shout out someone named cute? I don't know who that is. She got so flustered by how cute the tea sip redeem was, she put the exclamation mark at the beginning instead of the end. That's adorable. Okay. Ow. Right? You were gonna call cute, but you were interrupted to say so cute. That's amazing. I love that. Also, hi, Orchid.
So,
Hi,
Char,
cutie.
can I call you Model Mommy already, or do I have to wait to be birthed first?
Did you have to word it like that? You probably gotta wait until you're birthed. That's you gotta wait for the privilege. I don't know. Anyway, um, yeah. Today we're working on copygirl's model. Copygirl is a very good friend. Part of my polycule for a long time. And she's adorable. Please go check her out. Uh, she's one of those streamers that refuses to do ads on Twitch by not being affiliate. It's really cool. So if you ever need a chill stream, that's a mix of game development stuff, little random projects like that, sometimes Blender, not very often Blender, but or Minecraft. Lots of Minecraft content or related voxel style games. Check out copygirl. We're going to be making her new model, which is going to be a full custom from scratch. Which will be very different from her current model, which I think is a Vibroid base, if I'm not mistaken. I should get it to where I can play clips again. I don't know, I just kind of gave up on dealing with that. Anyway, yeah. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're having a good day. I had a very early start to my day, so I was very eepy. But I spent my time waking up. You're very achy today. Me too, kinda. I had to take painkillers early. Hopefully that doesn't affect how long I get to stream today. It snowed a lot today. Yeah, I kind of feel it in my bones. You had to take your car to an inspection. Ah, heard about those. You don't have to do that where I'm from. If it's like a regular insurance thing. I don't know what it is though. I don't know why you're getting inspected. Kiri, hi, welcome on in. Hello, welcome Snack Raiders. My name is Shar. I'm a forest dragon who is gonna make a new model for the cute slime girl copygirl. We're gonna be getting started on that today, although I did start on it last week on my own. Welcome, Snack Raiders. Kiri, how was your stream? I was lurking. I saw you were working on your rig for the new robot model. Android. Doll-like Android. How'd that go? Stream was good, did some coding, and then some more rigging. Okay, yeah. I did see the coding, too. Awesome. Everyone who's here and doesn't know Kiri, Kiri is an awesome, adorable snack VTuber who also does cool, like, coding and development stuff, Blender stuff, and sometimes game. Although her game of choice, her obsession is Doom. So Copy does Minecraft, Kiri does Doom. Alright. Let's get started on the art. Yeah. Terraform. I don't know what that is. Alright, you'll see behind me. I have Copy already kind of basically like the base of her is modeled. We got the reference sheet done by Mern Frog in the background. She's gonna have a lot of different toggles so that she can mix and match how she looks. Gotta bounce and head to work. Have a great stream. Thank you again for the raid, Kiri. Have a good day at work. Appreciate you. Yeah. So obviously I got a lot more hair to model. I need to model it in 2 positions, the letdown and the ponytail. And then probably work on the outfit more. I don't know which I want to do first today. I don't know if I'm in a hair modeling kind of mood, although I could probably pick at it a little bit. It would be nice to have that done. Also, how long is her hair? That's a question I didn't really ask. It appears to go down to her lower back, I would guess, just by looking at the in between her arms here. So she has fairly long hair. So I'll have to do that. Yeah, let's start with that and see where we can go. And down to the butt crack length. Alright, fair enough. It's very gender, I get it. Doing some spring cleaning in the winter. Hi, Nim. What's up? Hi, Froggy. Lay. Froggy and Lay. Is Lay here? I only see Froggy. Long hair supremacy, yes. Hi, Lay. Hi, Renmo. How are you? Thank you for the follow. Follows are anonymous here. But if you say hi in chat, I will say hi to you. Thank you again for the follow. Ah. Thank you for the brick. The several bricks. I'm good. You're working on pixel art at the moment. Nice. I feel like my auto shout out skipped over you. Hold on. Or were you never on it? Everyone go check out Renmu.
Nanonya just gave a sub.
Nim, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. It said you gave a sub, I think. Oh, wait, let me look at the thing. Oh, you gave it to Renmu. Thank you. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Now you got the emotes. I had a slow start to my day, but I'm feeling good. You're debating if you want to merge some additional layers on your live 2D model or keep them separate for jiggle physics reasons. I am always a fan of physics. Of course, I do 3D models, but I like having everything like move and be bouncy as much as possible. Like just look at my eyes even. They are 3 separate layers just so that they can jiggle when I blink. That's amazing, right? So I'm always a fan of that. Also, I should give you a shout out, Gato, because I peeked at your art. It's good, and if you do model art too, even if it's 2D model art, I think that's pretty cool. You love the way I did my eyes. Thank you. It's one of my favorite features of this model. That's why I use it so much now. Say, movement keeps things looking interesting. Exactly. Lulu. There's not much else to bounce on this model. Except my hair, maybe, and my tail. Whatever could you mean? Close. Move that back. Tail, you say? Yeah. Um. Oh, you didn't do the resolution right? That sounds difficult. You'll say my eyes and tail give you joy. Yeah. Hold on. You're all making me want to play around with the tail. And by play around, I just mean wiggle it for you.
Yoga ball time.
Right. Oh, you want the yoga ball? Okay, 1 second. Let me get that. It's all the way up here. Ah. Dropped something. It's okay. It's fine. Ooh. I'm on Vinyan's native tracking, so you can't really see me bouncing. I don't know if there's an easy way for me to fix that. Wait, no, yeah, you can. I was just up on my tiptoes. I had to reset the tracking. I'm on the yoga ball now. My posture is corrected, thank you. Bouncy! Leia, I remember how long you wanted this to make a return. Yeah, Vinyan's native tracking does that with the legs walking around. Get supported, nerd. Oh gosh. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Bouncy, bouncy. Okay. Um. What is a treasure train? Excuse me, what? I don't know what that
Mucus
is.
Flowers just subbed.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Jen. Welcome on in. I don't know what a treasure train is. Is this specifically for dragons? If so, thank you. It means golden, you think? Oh. I'm very Twitch illiterate these days. I just stream. I just hit the play button. Treasure chains are hype trains with discounts on 5 gift subs. Oh. You think 35% off? Treasure chain is... I see. 5 plus bombs after reaching... What? What are bombs? Thank you for the 100 bits, Leighton. I appreciate that. Oh, gosh. Well, you all have fun with the treasure train, I guess. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Whoa! Thank you. Leighton. Rawr. I appreciate that. It's not even, like, notifying, but thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I don't know why it's not notifying. Level 3 hype train, huh? Okay. I'm just gonna start the base of this hair like I normally would. Thank you for the bits, LZ. I appreciate you. Heart. Can't do heart hand. Close enough. You're all amazing. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you.
Virtually Char just gave us sub.
Wait, I gave a sub to myself? What is with my... Oh, that's what it says when it's an anonymous gifter. Okay. I need to fix my alerts. It's entirely possible my alerts are half broken. I just don't normally get subs, so I don't pay attention. Right. I have no idea why you're all being so generous today. What did I do? Be cute. Is that the only requirement? Yeah, there's a lot of subs. My goodness. As you've learned, yes. I am cute. I'd say no proof, but there's literally a counter that my bot keeps track of how many times I've been called cute. When will Twitch random sub distributor choose you? I don't know. You deserve a sub.
Pet pet pet.
Maybe you're right, Coffee. And give her the head pats.
Virtually Char just gave us up.
Oh. Well, now Copy has a sub. Thank you, Anonymous. I wonder if I should fix that particular alert so that it doesn't just say my name. Hold on. Let's see. Event, alerts, gifted sub. I'd have to put in a whole conditional in here, wouldn't I? I'll do that later. Note,
Pet pet pet.
fix alerts. Okay. All right, back to this. Having a to-do channel and a Discord for notes later from stream is really handy. Yeah. I enjoy having it, even though sometimes I forget to check it. Or like I'll check it middle of stream because I ADHD click on notifications and then that erases the notification and then I don't check it later. So I try not to look at Discord while I'm streaming. Notation channel is really smart. You usually just use a physical. I hate paper, so I don't use physical lists. Everything, all my notes are digital. Physical lists hurt your hands because you have to write in them, and gripping a pencil is difficult. Why not just type the thing you do all day, every day? You do it because the muscle memory of writing it down helps with the fiber brain. Oh, I see. That makes sense. I've never found it helped me any more than typing, though. Actually, you know what helps me the most? Telling someone to remind me to do something guarantees that I will remember to do it myself. Because I am, for some reason, better at remembering what other people are supposed to do than myself. So if I tell them to remind me, then I'm concerned for them of like, oh, they have this task to complete. I should just take care of that for them. And the task being reminding me to do the thing that I'm supposed to do. It goes in a different drawer, yeah. You also do phone reminders for time sensitive things. The alarms jump scare you into doing things. Yeah, that's fair too. I do that as well. I like putting notifications on my calendar. Eh, getting the shape of this right is sometimes a pain. Do I want to work on hair later? I think I want to work on hair later. My brain's not enjoying this. Yeah. Let's see. You earned a hype chest. Open a Siri reward. I just noticed that. I don't know what that does, but I'll click the button. I'll do the thing. Choo choo, it says. You're also working little while and having dinner? Nice. Co-working. One of my favorite things. Okay, what do I actually want to work on right now? Uh, why don't we make the glasses as like a warm-up for modeling? Oh, hey Zoe, welcome on in. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Waking up, slight headache, but otherwise fine. Took me a while to wake up today too. Alright, there's some frames. Let's see. Now, am I gonna want them in front of the hair or behind the hair? That's always the question I had to deal with. I think in this case, behind the hair makes sense. Or the middle part of the bangs anyway. Just pull these forward a little bit. This part can stay behind. Yeah, that sits in there pretty nicely. It's so fast. I've had to make a lot of glasses. At least half of my clients, if not more, have glasses, so I've gotten pretty fast at them, yeah.
I should see someone who will help me see by seeing me get seen with glasses so that I can see a little more seen.
Yeah, you should. Um, it's pretty accurate, thank you. As a glasses user, your glasses are always worn behind your bangs knots, yeah. IRL, yes. Anime, sometimes you question it. Um, but yeah. Making glasses frames are pretty easy. You saw what I did there, right? I made a cube or a plane, subdivided it just enough to like be able to define this shape on the outer edge with vertices. And then I extruded it just enough to give it thickness. And then it's all about modifiers. I applied mirror modifier, the solidify modifier, and the subdivision modifier. And you can see that all over here. With those three modifiers combined, it takes my flat just two-dimensional outline of the frames and makes them mirrors it to the other side, makes it three-dimensional so it adds depth behind it, and then it smooths it so it's rounded on all corners. Makes it very fast to make this sort of thing. Yeah. There's a plugin for OBS that honestly is meant for gaming, but it has all kinds of configurable both controllers and keyboard layouts. Yeah, Froggy was in the kitchen and it was so simple that it was able to replay it for him entirely. Yeah, nice. I should probably scoot my model over a little bit because you'll want to see my modifiers in the future. Star, hi, how you doing? Okay, so yeah, this part looks fine to me. Maybe move it out just a little bit. There we go. Um, Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. This is going to be hidden under the hair anyway, so this doesn't need to look necessarily realistic. That's probably good enough, right? Lower it slightly. There we go. Easy. You're okay. 2 more call cutes until 69. Nice. Okay, I will need the glass in the middle here. So how we do that? Hold on. Just bend that forward a little bit. We select this inner rim here. And then we Control F, fill grid. And then mess with the settings until it makes some kind of sense. And then I like to set it into the frames. So I separate this. And just move it back. Probably get rid of the well, it's gonna be good for making it look nice and smooth with the reflection. I'll leave that on, but I'll scale it up so that it snugly fits into the frame. And then select the middle here. Invert the selection. Hide out here so I don't move that. Then I'm going to pull this forward just a little bit. One thing this doesn't need is the solidify. We can keep it flat. There we go. Now it's got some bent lenses. Now she looks like she has shades on. I should name these objects. Glasses, frames. Glasses, lenses. And we'll just hide that for now. Ears. And all of these are in the wrong collection. Let's move them. Air bangs. Okay, that's better. Keep your layers named. Yeah, copy is cool. And cute. Thanks for the check-in. Cool copies don't look at explosions. Okay, you're gonna do morning stuff. Bye, cutie. Okay. Thank you for swinging by, Star. But explosions look cool. Eyebrows. Eyes. Eyelids. There we go. I really want to finish there. My brain. Okay. Let's see what else I can work on in this first hour. Bye, Berserk. But also explosions aren't really healthy to look at sometimes. They can be bright and you can risk getting shrapnel in those peepers. You really want to see the hair finished, but your brain. Yeah, I really want to. I think the problem is my brain's fighting my usual process because I'm worried my usual way of setting up the base of the hair is not going to look good with how messy her hair is supposed to be. I'm worried about that, and thus I'm resisting just laying down the foundation and then tweaking it until it's right. You know? But this process has never steered me wrong before, so... You're not 100% sure on the eyelids standing out so much, and you wonder if it'll be less noticeable later or needs tweaking still. Well, I was gonna say don't worry, because it does get less noticeable, but then you made me think about your slime material, which I think on the face you're gonna want to avoid transparency anyway. Because otherwise then you'll see through to the eyes. So you will be able to blend these eyelids together. You're just gonna have to rely on texture to define the transparency, and the texture in the immediate face area should be opaque. So I'd say trust me on the eyelids. They are the same dimensions as the reference. And what I typically do is I'll draw in this little corner here or add a mesh for it. and then blend everything with textures. Yeah, hair will be a bit more wavy. You're right about that. I'm more focused on the top right here at the moment. Ah, I see. Yeah, I was thinking the way I was gonna do it, because especially for the clothing and stuff, you want to like be able to see like your shoulder strap through the body, maybe. Well, not in this particular case, but over here. Um, you can have a texture with some transparency on the color, and then see through most of the body. But when you get up here, it blends into opaque, and it should look pretty natural. Yeah. So you let me worry about the texture copy. Then you can play around with the settings and see what you like. But I will build it so that it's suitable for some transparency.
Pet that.
Thank you for the head pats. Alright, that's pretty smooth. Trust the Shar, appreciate the Shar, forfeit all possessions to the Shar. Right. Okay. I need to get the side hair in so that we're no longer looking at bald. And then we'll get the hair wavy. You really like these lo-fi Sonic tracks? Me too. I was in the mood for them today. Game Chomps has... Chomps? Chops. Game Chops has a whole playlist of them. Precious. Best. Rawr. Okay. How much side hair?
Pet
Got
that.
that amount in front of the ear. We still need some behind the ear. So I think I need one more of these. But probably so that it tucks in back here. I don't know. The lower side of this is a mess. Don't look at it. Thank you for the LZ plushies, which I still haven't added a sound for. Ah! Oh my gosh. I had to ask her to do that. I had to ask her if that's okay. LZ, we need the wah sound when you throw the LZ plushie. Please, that would be so good. She's probably lurking at the moment. But I will DM that to her later and see if she's down for it. A squeak followed by a wah a second or maybe less later. I was thinking wah as they spawn in, and then maybe the squeak on impact. But it could be either way. Or just the wah on impact, which would probably be the simplest thing to do, because Vinyan Throwable is just, the associated sound file is just on impact. So if you're going to do any other timing on the sound file, you'd probably have to do that yourself in the node graph.
Break time?
Okay, it's finally break time. I can stop torturing myself over the hair. We'll get there. I might feel better after break, but I need to get up and stretch. And probably get myself some food, because I haven't eaten yet. So that'll give me some more energy. I'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone. Alright, I'm back. Some kind of kernel. Oh my goodness, you two. Alright, I got myself a sandwich. I'm back, thank you. Ow. Isn't that when there's a lot of mist around? Oh my goodness. Hmm. Alright, my brain's starting to get there. I gotta finish my food though.
Pet.
Helps when I eat? I guess so. You telling me it takes calories to think? A likely story. I have no idea. I'm not in the same room as her, Effie. But probably not. She's probably taking a nap. How much would a maple prop cost? Hmm. Assuming I won't just do that for free. Probably like... I don't know, 30 or 40 bucks. Like... Hello, Sophia? Oh, come on in. Fellow member of the Dragon Council, I see. Well, come on in. I think I've seen you. Hide the evidence. To a frog, it's big. You look at my model work from time to time, but had no idea if you said hi before. Well, hello. Nice to officially meet you. No heart throw today. I'm in Vinyan. And I have no heart throw equivalent. Probably could set something up like that. Maybe. Is the stream supposed to be 720 or is something wrong? It's not. I messed up. I was supposed to, I was recording the other day and I forgot to switch it. I think Friday's stream did that too. I normally stream in 1080p. Whoopsie. There's another note for the channel. Alright, I've consumed sandwich. Hmm.
Pet pet pet.
Give her the hat pats. Alright, at least she's no longer bald. No more bald. Yeah, that's pretty good. I gotta make another strand of hair for this part, because it could definitely cover more here. There we go. That's something. I'll make those asymmetrical later. Hi, Willow. Thank you for the lurk. Ah! Rar. Thanks for the bricks. Copy if she had a hair straightener. She would never. Alright, I do have to make this curly in the back. This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna need 2 layers. So that's one thing I know. Hmm. It's always when you're trying to subtly throw 1 brick that it slams you with 20. You should slam me like 20. It's because you were watching. She knows when she deserves jail time. It's okay, don't worry about it. You're a good snoodle, you punish yourself. Exactly. Okay, how... I should have asked for a back reference just for this hair. Might have been easier. Okay, I can work this out. Almost all of the wispies point outward. So I'm gonna do that with I'm gonna do that with the top layer of the back hair. And just have them at varying heights. Am I gonna need... Some of them are gonna need a 3rd point, I think. So they can be more twisty. Maybe I should do that for all of them, just for consistency. Oh, gosh, okay, 1 second. You're good, Mern. You punish the snoodle. How quickly do you want it? Froggy has his tablet open, is working on it for me. I mean, anytime. It's fine. I can circle back to the hair later. But yes, that would be helpful. Just a rough sketch is fine. You don't have to detail, obviously. Just give me an idea of how the hair works back here, and it would help. You know? Give you like 10 minutes. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, Isa. Oh, packing stuff for a future move. Ah, woo. All right, with that template in place, temporary hair, we'll call it. Froggy's about to get me an additional reference. Let's work on Rar. Why am I being jailed? Did I just woo? Yeah, because I read Issa's woo and I was like, woo. I just read it out loud. I'm sorry. Don't jail me for that. This is a no wooing zone. Who made up that rule? LZ can't be here then. Or like several other wolf friends that I know. Yeah, see? You just made LZ upset. Kidding, I'm kidding. The crime rate is skyrocketing. Woo crimes. Aww. There, see, Lulu just wooed as an apology. It's fine. You're all safe to woo here. How did the reference get moved up? Lulu woos in her sleep. This is true. This is actual facts. It's because Lulu's puppy coded. It's fine. I guess I could start the other outfits. We need the long sleeve shirt and the overalls. Thanks for the lurk.
Oh.
Could do a quick little file. That's another good point. That would be easy. Let's do that. We want a cylinder. Hmm.
Looky here, that's a cute as heck dragon. A
Rawr.
/HM gone pet her.
You're gonna pet me. Ah. Rawr. I will trill at you if you pet me. I don't think my mic settings are great for that though. But
Model change requests.
oh, hi Mystic. You want ice char? Okay. 1 second. Let me okay. Ice char. Um. Oh, this is the one that requires the other background, which I broke the setup for that. It's okay. We can fix it. Look, I'm invisible. Hold on. Because I lost the original source that I set this up on, I think, is the problem. So I just need a new chroma key with green. And then I have a hotkey for this somewhere. Oops. That's not what I wanted! Oh my gosh. Why are my buttons so bad? What am I doing with my life? One of these changes these greens. There we go, green screen. Okay. That's better, I think, probably. I don't know. Hi. I still see some transparency. Let me play with the settings. Also, why is my bell out now? Because I accidentally switched to cow char. Why are my streams getting more scuff? You'd think I would be getting better at streaming, not worse. You know? Why does it work this way? Okay, is that any better? Close enough. Let me get rid of the bell by pressing that. And then reloading everything. Hi. I should just refuse Ice Char in the future until I get this set up. But hi. Wait, why am I there we go. That was an insane amount of scuff. I'm sorry. You could see right through me. Getting more fun toggles brings more scuff. Yeah, once again, you're bad for breeding the scuff. Oh, you're good. How did you breed it? Someone else redeemed Ice Char, I thought. Looks kind of cool though.
Reference has been delivered. Check
Compliment.
DMS.
Oh, thank you. That's what you meant. Oh, I see something else in my DMs as well. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna do a very scuff quick setup. Wait a second. Wait. Hold on. Before I grab your reference, I need to do something else. I just put this in my assets folder real quick. Okay. I'm just gonna time this for now. Where is the I should set this up in VNyan, actually. Hold on, I'm hiding myself. Oh, I forgot I can't. I put my mic in there. Silly. Okay. Nodes. Simple redeems. Sound. I'm sorry, chat. Just give me a second. I'm very ADHD today, can you tell? Okay, I'm back. Someone try throwing the LZ plushie now. Ooh, this hair looks pretty good. Did you hear the wah? Might not have heard it over the brag. I feel like I could time it a little better. There we go. Hee. There we go. Alright. Back to arting. Thank you, Elsie. That makes that redeem so much better. Is that LZ saying wah? Yes, it is. So if you go on her stream, if you just type wah in chat, it will play that clip of her saying wah. So make sure you're following LZ to see when she goes live again, so you can do that. What's funny too is you have some other audio clips of wah you just never used. That's valid. Alright, I need to save this reference to copies folder. Thank you so much for drawing this quickly, Froggy. Let me grab that. Here we go. Oops. Don't drag it on top of the same one. Here we go. Look at that. Back of copy's hair. It's kind of finely detailed, so I may simplify it a little bit, but I like it a lot. So we're gonna see how well I can match it. Thank you for the break. You've recorded a few clips you meant to use for redeems, but never got around to adding them. That's a mood. I would go crazy hearing my own voice over and over, I feel like. Even if it was like that and really silly. Oops. Okay. Let's see here. It broke you once long ago and you just never recovered. Blame Seahorse. Alright. I'll thank Seahorse. I mean, blame. Hi, Connie. Welcome on in. You got a lyric or cut? Alright, let's see here. Let's see if we can... Hmm. See what? Sorry. Oh, Jen needs a compliment. Hi, Jen. Jen, you're really cute and sweet, and everyone loves you for a good reason. You're a great presence to be around, and I'm sorry you had a stressful day today, but I hope you're recovering, and I'm giving you a big squeeze. You cutie shapeshifter. Hugs.
Pet pet pet.
Yeah, a little bit of stress, but I think they'll be doing okay.
Mwah.
Wah. Alright, I'm trying to contemplate if I use what I have laid down, or I could use this as the underlayer and then just put all the wispy stuff on top. That could work. Might be what I do. That might be the play. Okay, certain spots I'm gonna save space and do that. Like these two are gonna become one. And that's not just me being lazy, that's also like me considering the amount of polygons that's gonna be on the model. I'm gonna put something in the Discord. Mm-hmm. It's 3D Sharpie. Just an idea in Notepad. Okay, I'll check it later.
Compliment.
So some hairs can twirl in here. Who's the compliment for, Leighton? For yourself or someone else? For yourself? Well, Leighton, I don't know you very well, but I do see you around in a lot of places. You seem to be a very good mod and a very appreciated part of the community. I like seeing you around, and I appreciate you so much for what you do and how much you interact. Thank you for the tea sip. This is... Why does it look like it's up my nose? I need to figure out how to make this look good for my regular model. Hold on. Clearly have more work to do with this one. Props. There we go. Boba sniffer. Oh, yeah. Because I'm doing a green screen right now. I just wish there was Spout 2 for Linux. I wish that was a thing. That would be amazing. I got remarkably close on the vibes for some of these. I get the bigger towards the shoulders, which is a method I'm not used to. This is a new challenging type of hair. But we're getting somewhere, maybe. Hmm. Yeah, you liked that part, Lulu? I'm glad. Would be very nice to have that functionality in Linux. Yes, it would. It's Froggy's sin. He loves drawing big, floofy, messy hair. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adapt it a bit. It goes very contrary to my own style. Is chat doing the thing again? Just got disconnected. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I hope not. It's inspiring to watch you do this sort of stuff, but you know, you have a lot of work to do before you get it. Yeah, I suppose. Every art form takes a lot of practice. Okay. I think I'm done playing with that part. I think what I want to do now is to find different sections to put on top. Like I could have, or I could just do a bunch of like little tiny wispy hairs that come out. That's another thing I can do. I'm gonna need some behind to fill in these gaps here, or some on top. It would almost be better if I had a different approach to hair and I modeled this all as one piece, like one mesh, and then had stuff coming out of it. That would almost be better, I feel like. But I've already come this far. Let's just do some layering, figure this out.
Complement.
I think it would look really cute that way. I could do it that way. Could always try that with a chunk afterwards. True. Also, I see another compliment redeem there. Who's that one for? Ow, thank you for the brick. Compliment for Nim. Okay, I just saw that. Nim, you're a very sweet cow with very good intentions. I see you everywhere, and I appreciate you for being a good part of the community who's always interacting with people. Sorry, my brain is like very focused.
Break time.
And it is break time. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep with this approach because now I can like with the layering. This is my usual approach, like just put some underneath to like fill in the gaps. And in this case, I'll be able to, do the contrary, curves here. Okay, I'm gonna go on break now. That doesn't look so great. I will play with it more when we get back. I say as I keep messing with it. It's hard to put it down sometimes. I just want the shape to be in order. Okay. Alright. We're getting somewhere. Don't forget to refill my tea if I'm out. Thank you. Actually, I have some right here. Alright, I'm back, chat. Hi. Let's see if we can get this hair finished. Or at least at a presentable state. Right. Thank you for the head pats. Welcome in, Ashley. Good afternoon. How's the Blender modeling coming along? Pretty good. I'm struggling a little bit with this hair, but other than that, I really like how the model's coming along so far. How are you? It always looks easy. It's honestly not that easy. At least not every hairstyle. There's certain hairstyles I've gotten very good at and can do very quickly. Well, that's the thing about hair, is there's all different types. Sometimes you can run into more unique hair that is more of a challenge. It's definitely a big reason why a lot of people rely on V-Roid Studios hair tools. So I need to actually get it poofier out to the sides here. It's narrow up here, but then we go out more. That's what's going to give it its more wavy look. So let's see if I can do that better than what I have currently. Yeah, that's kind of what we need. Let's switch up the music a little bit. It looks great in your eyes. You're doing well. You're just trying to figure out your next Blender project. You saw you were streaming and now you're here. Nice. Always love it when people come in and check out what I'm doing with Blender. That's the main thing I do here. And I aim to inspire more people to do cool things in Blender. You get disoriented with the 3D space stuff, so it tends to look right from one angle and then rotate, and oh no, that's why I rotate a lot. You might notice that I'm all the time just like, kind of like, you know? Yes, that's good. I'm glad you're starting to like it. I'm starting to like it too. Right? In all honesty, you want to stream yourself doing Blender stuffs, but you feel like you're not doing enough when you're not chatting. You feel like you're not doing... Yeah, there's an interesting relationship between, like, chatting, not chatting, doing work well. I actually stream my work because chat keeps me focused, oddly enough. Like, if I have someone to engage in conversation, then I will be a lot better at, sticking to my work, staying on task. Otherwise, my ADHD is like, let's go do something else. You know? Just get a good playlist. It makes a big difference. The playlist matters too, that's for sure. Oh yeah. Music drives creativity. If you're not listening to something that's like firing you up and making you get imaginative, or just like fueling your energy, then you might struggle a bit. I never work in silence. I always have music going. Oops. Yeah, I'm starting to like how this is looking. It's starting to get good. You swear 3/4 of doing anything in Blender is managing ADHD. Yeah, exactly. That's why I also let myself jump around on the process. Normally with 3D modeling, you do the modeling, the rigging, and then the modeling, the texturing, and then the rigging. Roughly, you know. But if my brain is in the mood for some rigging, or some texturing, or whatever else, or working on this part of the model, or working on that part of the model, I cater to it as much as I can. Of course, there are certain things I need to force myself through, but at the end of the day, whatever I'm able to do in that moment to stay productive is a good move. It's a good play. Yeah. That's looking good. Let's see. Oops. Let's fix that. There we go. You should look around and see what fits your fancy then, and most listen to the game OTS, so maybe you can get something in that regard working. Yeah. We were just listening to a bunch of Sonic soundtrack, like Sonic the Hedgehog. So yeah, that absolutely works. Oh, that's okay. I don't mind you mentioning what you're looking to get into. And we're just having a discussion about it. You're not really ranting. Safe for copyright too. Yeah, because Twitch, you know, obviously is very video game soundtrack friendly since people stream video games here. You find you often just have to let yourself work on what you're drawn to. Yeah, exactly. It all needs doing anyway. You sure you have done the face? Does she have teeth? No, she does not have teeth. I've started just waiting until I do the blend shapes to do teeth. Because I realized the reason I always forget it and always like overlook it is because it's much easier to work on when she can open her mouth. So the first blend shape I make is jaw open, so that I can open her mouth and then work on the teeth. So that'll come later. We'll worry about that later. I like that though. Her hair looks like this is the base still. I'm still gonna add like little tiny wispies on top of it. But as a base, that hair is looking pretty good, I would say. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so her basic hair is in place. There's more to do. But, oh, I got these overlapping. 1 second. Uh, 'cause this really doesn't fit here very easily because of the other piece. I could do that. And then just have good backdrop to the hair there. Yeah, that gives it volume. Then it got rotated down here. This part needs to go back. There we go. Hmm.
Model change requests.
It's been a hot while since you did anything on your model. Maybe you should try doing some clothes for them. That'd be cool. Very fair. Yeah, looking good. You got the taper of it nicely. Good. Really looking like copy now. May I ask, have you made furry models? Ooh, the recent one? Which one? Are you thinking Distant Stars or, Demu Demo? Probably Demu, right? I think that's the most recent. Demu? Yes. Okay. Um, let me grab that. The green screen's gonna be weird for it, probably, but oops, not what I wanted. I should just bring up Snack Studio at this point. Might be better. Oh well. It's both, actually. Oh gosh, the green screen. Oh, the thing changed. Yeah, you can see through their shirt and their hair like this. Hold on, I'm just gonna switch to Snack Studio. Show it off properly. Oops. Hello. I'm cow, apparently. Okay. Alright. Proper view of this. Hello. This is my most recent furry model. Sorry, controls are different. There's a rotating view. I love this one. It's really good. You think it looks really good? I'm glad. The pants, yeah, those took me a minute to get right. Their design is very stylized, so there's a lot I had to do to get this model to look right. But it was very, very fun. I really like working in stylized models. Yeah, it's you. Hi. I was just showing this off, cause, I haven't tried pronouncing your name. Robipple? Asked if I have done any furry models. Robipple, like Rowan. Hey, first try, let's do it. Let's go. Your three as yet unreachable Blender modeling goals are furry face shapes with the the snoot and the stuff, custom hair and feathered wings. Those are all things I have done a lot. Wings are fun. Doing feathers is fun, if not very tedious sometimes. Depends on the level of detail you're going for. You want me to show off distant stars? I can do that, since we're talking about furries anyway. Here we go. Here's the other recent furry model I've done. Let me just... This one's a little bit more realistic on the texture style. Also, big reveal. This one's a lamia. Look at the tail. Yeah, this one was fun to make as well. Very thick tail, indeed. Very long. That's why I coiled it up. Is the tail rigged to do any special stuff? No. I did not bother with that. I cannot really easily do that because I don't work with animations or anything. Thank you for the tea sip, by the way. Lamia T-pose always looks so funny, yeah. You just don't know what to say. They turned out so good. Thank you. This one was a bit of work because the client had updates and revisions and things they forgot for me, but we got through it. Did I set it up so animators can do stuff with it? The real rest pose for this tail is pointed straight down. So what I did was I just posed this tail in this coil and I exported the VRM like that. But the client or myself could easily just reset the pose in Blender and get a completely unposed tail. So yes, animators could work with it, although I did not set up any like rig to do so. Just the normal bones. Just regular bones. Now for a slither cycle, yeah. You could easily set up an IK rig for this, honestly. It's not that hard. This is not what I do. I do VTuber models, specifically the VRM format. So, yeah. I don't do, like, VSF avatars or anything. I just do the very basic VRM. And the client can do with that what they will. I do provide the Blender file once I make the delivery if they ask for that. With a shorter tail, you can always like half pose it and give spring bones. That's how mine does, but obviously that's good for VTuber stuff, not VR chat. Yeah. If you notice the end of that tail was wiggling, that's where the spring bones start. It's kind of hard to tell in Snack Studio, which is the program I'm in now, because the hip bones don't move much by default, which is what the tail is tied to. You did manage to make your personal model into a Warudo VTuber, though it doesn't have much in regards to customizability. Interesting. Yeah, I use Vnyan and Snack Studio. Those are my primary softwares. Also, hi, Azzy. Thank you for the check-in. I just saw that. Alright. Let's do a little more work, shall we? Okay, I think I can set that reference aside for now. Well, I could add the details, but I kind of want to break from the hair for now that we got the basics of it in. Could finish the test tube. Okay, that works. Oops. Of course, if I'm going to make that transparent glass, then I'm going to want this to be actually complete on its own, maybe. So let's split that. Eh. Yeah, there we go. Probably want some type of liquid inside too. Hope I'm having a good day. Thank you. I hope you're having a good one as well. Is the lip sync working? Yeah. Okay. Gotta admit, you're curious how I rig the hair. Do you eyeball it, or do the bones kind of match to the NURBS curves? a little of this, a little of that, I'll say. Because, I don't want a bone chain for every single curve that I used here. You know what I mean? So I actually grouped them together based on my own opinion of what would look best. And like especially the ones underneath. I'll group them with the ones on above them. And I'll just kind of like use the gradient tool when I'm weight painting to get it all right. I'll mask out the ones that I want to group together and then just paint them along each bone. Like down here, these would all be one chain up until this point, and then it might split at the ends here. That sort of thing. Pajamas, there you go. Miku, ooh, yeah. I'm thinking Miku, ooh, yeah. Alright, we need some kind of liquid. Does that work? You've never split spring bones? Yeah, absolutely. You just assumed something would break. No, it works. I have noticed some programs behave differently when you have split spring bone chains. But if you're concerned, you can just start a new spring bone chain at the split. But in my experience, it just always works. Froggy. You are correct, but also rar. Thank you for jailing the frog. Okay. Heck yeah. Another cool thing learned. Yeah, it's a cooldown. I should bring back the 3-slotted gel. I made this simple version because I kept breaking the other one. I couldn't figure out how to fix it. But I do have a copy of the old gel redeem. That I could bring back. Actually, the only reason I have a copy for it is because I gave it to Orchid. So it's in our DMs. Alright. There's that. For use with the belt. But we don't have a belt yet because we haven't made the overalls. Ugh. Yeah, I think, does this go out too far? No, it's fine. I say as I go ahead and tweak it a bit. The darkest in life. To come and see the needs of a better new forever. Copy like the girl. Alright, we should make the shirt now, I think. I wonder... No, it would be different. And thicker. Okay, oh, I was wondering if I could reuse this shape for the shirt, but it has a looser fit than the swimsuit. Not by much, but... I mean, I could just duplicate this and smooth it out more. Might save me a little time. Let's see, swimsuit. Duplicate that. Scale it up a bit. Smooth it a bit. So we don't need the lower part because it's just the shirt. All right, let's figure out shirt shape. Oh, this part doesn't make any sense now that I stretched it out. uh... It took us a lot longer to draw that than it just took me to model it. What, the shirt? I'm not done yet. I haven't got the sleeves. Let's see, sleeves come out to here about. Grab the right thing, please. No, count is off. Oh, right, because I merged things down here. So I think that's why. Let's see, that's 9. Oh, this is 8. Oh, there's an extra one here. There. I don't know why that's off material-wise. There we go. Now I'm faster than you. Yeah, that is the correct way to do. At least that's the way I do it. Grid fill is about what you feel like is right, you know? No, it's about more than that, but we'll get there. Um, okay. Shirt is done. Cereza! Hi. Cereza cute. The cuffs! I'm not faster yet! You're right, I had to do the cuffs. They're done. I also need to do the seam on the shoulders. And something for the collar. Collar shape's not great. Hmm. They're a very complicated cup. Let me know if you need a back view chicken. Yeah, you could put Froggy to work more. Chicken. Mm. Okay. If I unhide the swimsuit, it works as underwear. And then in most areas, it doesn't clip. I want to say I made the booba too big, like Copy was warning me, but it looks the same as the reference at this point. So I don't know. Actually, no, the reference... In this shirt, they look more compressed. So I'll either need blend shapes or just to live with this. Or make it smaller overall. Yeah, Copy mentioned it too. Let me see if I can fix. I wasn't sure how to fix it the other day. Tetra, hi, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. How was your stream? Welcome, Raiders. My name is Shar. I'm a forest dragon that does 3D models. And today we are working on Copygirl. Brand new model for her. Just squish this in. Is that enough? How was your stream, Tet? Better? Alright, good. I just flattened it a little bit.
Break time?
Oh, it's break time already. Actually, this is normally when I would end stream. But before I decide to do that, I think I'm going to just take a little break and see how I feel. Because I've been feeling pretty good so far today. So if you'll bear with me a minute, chat, I will, come back to you and let you know how much longer we're gonna go. Stream was good. Almost ran out of time for your subathon, but you still got a couple hours. Nice, nice. I'm glad that's going well. Everyone go check out Tetro. She's doing a subathon right now, as just mentioned. Let me give you a full proper shout out. It's been a pleasure, Haining. Be sure to get plenty of rest. Thank you. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. And then we'll think about wrapping up from there. I might go another 30 minutes or so. See y'all soon. Alright, chat, I'm back. Hey. I think we're gonna just finish playing around with the clothing a little bit. And then we'll get going. Gonna draw a wyvern Anna sitting sometimes so she can sit over the edge with you. Yeah, that'd be cute. Hmm. Okay. I think that all looks better. And look, you can layer the shirt on top of the swimsuit. And it looks pretty natural. There might be some clipping, but realistically, you'll hide the swimsuit when the shirt and the pants are on, because you're never going to see it anyway. Yeah, nice and warm with the layers. Okay. Now we gotta start the pants. This one might take a little more time, just because it has a bit more of its own shape. It's not necessarily form-fitting. But what if you want to go swimsuit plus shirt? Well, then you would have them both visible, yes. Um, I will check for clipping in all scenarios. Okay. Mm. Mm-mm. Fair enough, yeah. Okay, I think I want to fill this out the way I would a dress, kind of. Just kind of like outline the top of it here and fill it in down. Legs can obviously be made from the legs, but let's start with a line up here. Add a cube. Slime this up so we can use it as a proper reference. And then we'll select this, and the shirt. Um, wait, what? Oh, I'm zoomed in on the wrong thing. There we go. I can make this a wireframe so it's easier to see. Huh. Suspender jeans. I have no idea. I'm back? Yes, I'm back. Hi. Did I not say I was back? Anyway, I don't know how suspenders work. Is it flat across the back here, or is it up high like the front? My stream dropped for a moment? Oh. Huh. Weird. Maybe Twitch is trying to tell me that it's time to stop for the day. Oh, gosh. Well, I'll figure out how this is supposed to be later, I guess. Maybe I can find a reference for it somewhere. Can you a back reference for next time? You don't have to, but it would be appreciated. I can figure things out either way. But yeah. I think, I don't know. You're so fast. Okay. I know you're fast, but I don't want to bother you. This is unpaid extra labor. It's literally paid for. That's true. Ah. Well, when you put it that way, yeah, where's my back reference? Did you forget, copy? Oh yeah, you did. Oh my gosh. Silly. Froggy, get to work! We're silly. We're silly in this chat. Well, I can easily fix the back there. Let's focus on things in the front.
Router.
Rawr. He's doing it right now. You're Be nice to the froggy. Get one of those sticky slime hand toys. Okay, that's actually really funny. Hi, Cora. You would be invulnerable. Oh my gosh. Hmm. Neither here nor there, but they work on a really cool Minecraft base. You're designing it creative right now. Ooh. That sounds fun. Ow. Why the violence? What did I do? Ow! Oh, DMs? Okay. Alright. Oh! Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Froggy. Okay. Um... Oops. What happened there? Hmm. Mm-mm. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't like this. Should be... Okay, that goes up the back there. And then, the straps connect in the corner here. And then all the way up front. Makes sense. Slightly better ref and DM, set an updated ref. Oh, thank you. Slightly more like that. Yeah. It's too narrow on the back here. Hold on. Never be afraid to delete the work you just did, chat. Sometimes it's worth it.
Add it over.
Ah. You'll allow it, but it's got to be a conscious decision. Yeah. I didn't like how the topology came out there anyway, so... So chat, I know you can't see the reference I'm going off of. It's fine. You can see me drawing it right now. Basically like that, kind of. There we go. That's going to be a much better shape. And then that diamond shape in the middle, I'll probably just do with textures. Hi, Kay. Welcome on in. Oh, the past 30 minutes. I see. I'm sorry I've been so bad at reading chat today. I've been very focused. You can keep going past 30, but only if you decided to not because you lost track of time. You know, I think this is a good place to stop. Thank you, Lay. Alright, let's recap the work that we did today. Just gonna hide that for now because it's unfinished. Alright, we did the hair today. Well, finished it. We had a lot going on for the bangs. We added... Well, it's not finished, but we added the base for the back of it. And the sides. And we're gonna add more details to it later. We also added glasses. Made this test tube for later. And we made a shirt to go on top of the swimsuit. And we started working on the suspenders, the suspender jeans, but this is where we're gonna stop for the day because I've been working long enough for today. Alright, let's find somebody to raid.